Yet. All right, Ty Milburn's here now with more on holiday travel as those gas prices continue to soar. Ty.
So Ian, when you think about it, this is the first holiday that we've had in a long time that many folks are excited about. As one woman said to me, gas prices or not, she's been caged up for a year and now it is time to break free. After more than a year of forced hibernation, Hudson Valley residents are more than ready to hit the roads.
Everybody needs to get away.
So you excited about going on your vacation? Yes. Felicia Ali is taking her daughter Nyla and the entire family on a beach vacation to Florida. She insists they can't get there soon enough.
They've been trapped in the house along with like the adults as well, and we just need like that time to relax and feel free once again.
Many Americans have the same idea this Memorial Day weekend.
People are craving it more than ever.
Travel agent Jamie Mussolini from Beachfronts Travel says as soon as access to the COVID-19 vaccine got easier, her phone hasn't stopped ringing.
The Hamptons, Long Beach Island, New Jersey, Chatham, Massachusetts, Watch Hill, Rhode Island. These are all popular little spots where people are going.
For those nearby trips, getting there by car is attractive, but just know you won't be on the road alone. From May 27th to May 31st, AAA predicts more than 37 million people are expected to travel 50 miles or more from home. That's up 60% from last year. But travelers should be aware they'll be paying the highest gas prices for the holidays since 2014. Right now, the average for a gallon of regular in, let's say, White Plains is $3.16. It was $2.32 last year around the height of the pandemic.
So Ty, what are some of those popular destinations this weekend?
Well, Ian, according to AAA for this holiday weekend, Orlando and Las Vegas. But Ian, you and I both know that after the year we've had, anywhere would be a good place to get away to, not have to travel that far.
That's true. Good point. But I like Orlando and Las Vegas too. All right. Thanks, Ty. Well,
Come Friday, adults will no longer have to mask up inside most spaces, but this summer, children attending camps and summer school will still have to wear masks. In most cases, even outdoors. News 12 New Jersey's Alex Zadan has that story from Trenton.
The issue of outdoors activity for children in camp setting is not an easy one to ask.
Regulations issued in late April by the State Department of Health say campers and staff this summer have to mask up indoors and even outdoors, leading some parents to ask why.
That's a difficult issue, and I think it's more difficult in those camps where most of them are teenagers or above the age of 12 because they can get vaccinated.
At summer camps, kids over 2 years old will have to wear masks indoors when not eating or sleeping. Outdoors, campers and staff will still have to be masked up when social distancing is not possible. The only exceptions are for eating, swimming, or in excessive heat.
For younger kids, they're not vaccinated, and there's mixing of those kids, and they're coming from different areas, and so there may be some exposure. They can bring it home as well.
I've been asked at this moment in time, what's my guess? My guess is we're likely to be masked.
Similarly, Governor Murphy is facing opposition from a few school districts and groups of parents, with his estimation that students returning to in-person learning in September will still be wearing masks inside schools.
Do I anticipate that we will get to a day at some point where we're not wearing masks? Yes. Do I want that to happen? Absolutely. Safely and responsibly.
The governor saying high schools might be able to drop mask mandates as more teenagers are vaccinated, and the state's departing medical advisor suggesting CDC guidance on outdoor masking could change soon. And if so, there's an easy fix.
If the science suggests you can turn your mask guidance on a dime, because it's easy, right? You just don't wear this.
In Trenton, Alex Zadan, News 12, New Jersey.
The governor saying any violations of the executive orders will be assessed against the owners of the summer camps. Anyone who is a fan of live entertainment in New Jersey, including concerts and comedy, may be counting down the days to the full reopening of venues. News 12 New Jersey's John Bathke tells us in his continuing coverage of the pandemic's impact on entertainment that stages getting back to normal will take a while.
From New Jersey's largest nonprofit performing arts center to its most famous rock club, venues are getting ready to welcome back the audience in person.
Probably a crowd to be here.
Probably the first show.
That's what Caroline O'Toole, general manager of the Stone Pony, says it will take to feel like things are returning to normal. The venue is opening this beer garden next to the club with the first public concert here since the pandemic, to be performed Saturday.
That's why we're going to concentrate on the Southside Beer Garden and until we do our summer stage, but it's going to take months to really kind of put things back together.
No matter what your favorite venue is to see a live show in New Jersey, chances are it will be a while before we see a full schedule of shows, particularly indoors. The New Jersey Performing Arts Center in Newark is gradually returning to indoor shows next month with comedy performances. Those are still socially distanced, but by September,
you're going to see a pretty busy schedule at NJPAC, primarily because it's not just what we're booking now, but there are shows from pre-pandemic that we have rescheduled twice.
That's NJPAC's executive producer, David Rodriguez. The state of New Jersey is lifting indoor capacity limits and social distancing for venues on June 4th. It remains to be seen just how ready the audience is to return, and it will take some time for many shuttered venues to book a full schedule of artists on stage. John Bathke, News 12, New Jersey.
If anybody came in 2020, it's alive again, which is really great.
After a long year of remote learning, these friends decided to take advantage of Coney Island.
We needed to see something real because all we see in our Zoom classes.
Yeah. Still haven't gotten used to seeing so many people right now.
Businesses along the boardwalk have been busier than expected, a sign of hope for the summer.
Stocking up, I think. Didn't realize sort of how busy they would be. So there's a lot of inventory being ordered. Tickets are, available for various things. The Cyclones have games, which is the first time that they've ever had Memorial Day weekend games.
Dino's Wonderworld Park excited to welcome back customers 7 days a week. You just have to book a reservation ahead of time, and also games to take advantage of.
Yes, have a ring. There you go. That's a winner, winner. The park never charges admission fees, guys, so you're free to come walk in, see what you want to spend your money on, and have a ball.
It was a long subway ride from the Bronx, but Gary Wiley decided to take a trip to the beach, and he's planning to return for the holiday.
On the weekend, if they're open, if I could find a schedule that I could make a reservation for tickets, I would be glad to put that on my agenda.
The beach will officially open this weekend. Even with some rain in the forecast, beachgoers plan to be out. In Coney Island, Katie Vasquez, News 12.
A state decision to honor frontline workers this Memorial Day weekend is raising controversy.
Blaise Gomez brings us the story.
As our nation recovers from a very different kind of war this Memorial Day,
they walked into the fire every day. And we owe them a profound thank you.
Governor Cuomo is now including frontline pandemic workers in an unprecedented move to honor their sacrifices this Memorial Day, along with those of military service members.
It was hurtful. It was very hurtful.
Gold Star wife Michelle Garcia lost her husband Justin in 2006 in Iraq when she was 6 months pregnant with their son. The Washingtonville woman is outraged by the decision to fly flags at half-staff and illuminate landmarks on Sunday for frontline pandemic workers, and sent this letter to the governor urging him to reconsider.
We have Memorial Day to honor our fallen. We have Veterans Day to honor our veterans. Our essential workers do deserve that, but our fallen heroes deserve this weekend and Memorial Day to be about them.
Union representatives praise the change. SEIU Union President Kyle Bragg says some workers made the ultimate sacrifice, including over 150 of our union members. We thank Governor Andrew Cuomo for honoring their lives and sacrifices by including them in New York State's Memorial Day tribute. We reached out to Governor Cuomo's office for comment, but have not heard back. His directive calls for flags to be flown at half-staff for deceased military service members on Monday. Blaise Gomez, News 12.
Well, Rockland County Executive Ed Day, who's a former first responder, says Rockland is not participating in Sunday's directive, calling the move a, quote, sickening effort to co-opt the true meaning of Memorial Day.
Well, adjusting to the fast-paced living in the city can be very challenging. That's why for Southeast Asian Americans living in the Bronx, Mayong NYC is working to make life just a little easier. News 12's Alexa Farrow has a story about how they are providing care during Asian Pacific American Heritage Month and all year long.
The Southeast Asian community has deep roots here in the Bronx, starting way back in the early 80s.
Well, this community is a rich history of refugees and immigrants coming in, even to this day.
So it's common for some of these Vietnamese and Cambodian immigrants and refugees to need a helping hand when it comes to life in New York City.
We not only serve, but we organize the Southeast Asian community, building community power. We are the safety net of the community, so providing access to social service and programs.
Mekong NYC works to improve the quality of life for Southeast Asian people through art, culture, and language, as well as community organizing and healing. It's all about providing access to essential services for this community.
Especially during COVID, I think highlighted a lot of issues, underlying issues that a lot of communities were dealing with.
And the group puts together care packages that include food like fruits and vegetables, as well as personal protective equipment like masks and gloves and hand sanitizer to keep the Southeast Asian community safe during the pandemic.
You know, we made sure that we had to step in, shift our work, and try to provide what we could during that time.
For these vibrant people,
we're resilient, we're very loving, we're also very courageous as well.
They just want to be thought of and heard.
So for us, we want to make sure that our community's voice is there in those spaces to participate, to fight and advocate for each other.
New York is home, and Mekong is working to make their Southeast Asian culture alive and well. In the Kingsbridge Heights section of the Bronx, Alexa Farrell, News 12.
Reusable bags, they are essential when shopping, but one grocery store in the Bronx, they tell us that some customers, they are using them to steal. News 12 reporter Joanna Hernandez is outside Key Foods in Pelham Bay with what managers there say they're doing to stop this problem.
Eric, it almost feels like a coat check. Once customers walk into the supermarket, they hand over their shopping bags to an employee, and in return, you get a number.
When you get to the register, you give you a number, and they bring you your bags.
Bonavita Key Foods along Westchester Avenue is changing their bag policy in an effort to prevent theft.
Makes a lot of sense. It's safe. It's better for them. If they're being robbed, it doesn't bother me to give the bags. I don't care.
The owner of this Key Food told us off camera some customers are taking advantage of the store by coming in and stealing. He says the problem has got bad enough to the point employees have had multiple arguments with customers.
Yeah, I get it. I understand. But I feel like there's a better way. It's good on paper, but...
The owner shares the rise in stealing is costing the supermarket money, and the change in the store's bag policy stirring different feelings among customers.
It was kind of annoying.
I've had in other communities that I've lived, that I've done that before. So to me, it's not unusual. And I haven't had any issue with giving my bag and then taking it back.